Hello, hello, hello. Guys, where are we now? Didn't bring my notes. I didn't pull it up. Sorry, hold up. Let me pull my notes up. How's everyone doing? It has been a minute, and my mic is over there because I forgot to bring it back. It's been a minute. Um, for good or for worse, better for worse. Um, my name is Brendan, and thank you for joining us tonight. Let's just get right into it. A 2-0 defeat to Inter Miami. Definitely not a 6-1 thrashing like we had at the Teak back in July. Very much a different game. They're talking about it at the top of the broadcast. Lots of players in and out of the lineups from the last matchup. So it would be silly to expect a similar result, similar outcome. But 2-0 is where it is finished. Another thing from the commentary tonight, just side note, they said, we'll get into a little bit with the stats, but side note, they said that Drake Callender was getting bored or not getting bored. He didn't have much to do tonight. And I said, what game are you watching? Because then I pulled up the FOTMob stats, as you can see, boom. This was in the middle of the game, so it wasn't finished at this point. But I think at the time that I checked, Drake Callender had 4 saves, Roman had 1, and we had maybe 12 shots. I think we finished with like 16. I don't think Drake was very bored tonight. And as you can tell, the expected goals as well, 1.69. So I think it would be silly to say he got bored. Anyways, we'll get into that in a little bit. I can't ignore it. And I was being called crybaby by some rival fans in the watch along over on my channel. But I have to address it. Why in the world did Suarez play this game? What excuse is there that a player that's skipped, I mean, he was injured, but that's the rule, that was chosen for the All-Star game injured so he couldn't play? The rule is you can't play the next MLS match or whatever. And then he played the next MLS match and scored the 2 game-winning goals within the first 6 minutes of said MLS match. And that said MLS match was debatably the biggest match of the MLS regular season. Riddle me that. Anyways, that's all I'm going to say on that topic. My best and my worst for tonight. Do I have a best? Do I have a bit? Actually, I'll say my best is we're generating shots, because I feel like you can't always say that with this team. So my best is that we generated 16 shots. I can't read what it says. My screen's too small. I think we had 16 shots tonight. That's good. Drake Callender was not bored. He had 8 saves. Not all of them were like magisterial, crazy save, but he had work to do. So I'll take it. The shots, good shots. Worst. I hate to break it to us, but I think the Shield defense is over. 8 games left, and we need 8 points just to get even with Miami. And they smash us on every tiebreaker, I'm pretty sure, except the head-to-head. But I don't know the MLS rules as to what comes first in that whole scenario of like if we were to tie for first. But unfortunately, yeah, I think we call it. But it's not all doom and gloom. Chill out. Stop yelling at your monitor or turning the stream off. We go for the cup. I think we have a full, perfectly fine opportunity to go for the cup. It's fully intact. And it would be silly, so silly, the silliest of things to say or think, that this season is a wash. The MLS Cup is sitting on the table. We can go get it. They've been managing Lucho's minutes because of the foot problem. Apparently, per my sources, I was talking to Kenta. Apparently, it's been a problem since last year. It's just last year he played through it the whole time. So this season they're just trying to manage it a little bit better. And I think I really appreciate that from the coaching staff, because I think that'll set us up for a cup run to go get the cup. A fully rested Lucho in the MLS playoffs. Scary hours, but not for us. But yes, I think the cup is fully on the tip. I'm sorry if you heard that. I did not eat dinner and my stomach is growling ferociously. The cup is fully on the table. So it's stop. No need. We don't need to be pouting. I'm mostly talking to myself, but it's fully on. We've got plenty of season to enjoy. And as long as we have Luciano Acosta, the window is open. So let's try to keep it positive. And while I say that, it also has to be addressed. We're 4 losses like deep now. 4-game losing streak. That's not epic. 2 of them being at home. That's not epic. However, I think once we get to the Teak this weekend, I think we snap it this weekend versus Montreal. Montreal sit 21st in the Supporter Shield, 10th in the conference. The previous head-to-head was 2-1. I didn't put if we won or lost. Bonehead. It was 2-1. I got to pull it up. That's going to drive me nuts. I think I'm not going to say. I'm just going to pull it up. FC Cincinnati. But yes, Montreal's the next game at home this weekend at the Teak. I think I'll be there. I think I should be there. If you see me, say what's up. But again, I don't know if I'll be there 100%. Okay. Last time we played Montreal. Come on. It was 2-1 to Montreal. Okay, actually, I remember that live stream now. Yeah, it was 2-1 to Montreal. Yeah, big ups, Kenta. Thank you. It was 2-1 to Montreal last time out. That was April 13th of this year. I did not put the notes for them. Oops. But yeah, I think that's the game that gets us back on track because in the Leagues Cup we won. So like this is only like a competition losing streak, if you know what I mean. Like we won in the Leagues Cup. We won multiple games in the Leagues Cup. So, but yes, it'll be fine. I don't see us getting. I do not see us having a 5-game losing streak in the MLS after this weekend. I just don't. There's no way. Don't clip that. After that, hell is real. Columbus sit, prior to this evening. Well, Columbus didn't play this evening. Never mind. Columbus sit 3rd in Supporter Shield, 3rd in the conference. The way I see us winning that game is that crew are just going to be exhausted from the Leagues Cup, just exhausted. That's the way that I think we can win that game. And Lucho needs to start. He needs to start. It's a rivalry game. That's a big game. Like I said, I think we're out of the Shield race, so we need to secure 2nd. Falling to 3rd, okay, maybe, sure. But we cannot fall lower than 3rd. No way. I will not allow it. So that's a big game. And I think Lucha should start because it's a big game. As you recall, the previous Hell is Real was at Columbus, at lower.com, and we won 2-1 because Kevin Kelsey is a beautiful man. So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited. I think I will be vlogging. So keep your eyes peeled for that. I'm not 100% sure yet, though. We'll see because we got school starting here soon. So we'll see what the school year yields, how busy it gets, how crazy. I've got a little personal note. I got 18 credit hours this semester, so it's a little freaky. But yes. So Columbus, can we do the league double on them? This is my objective for that game. Can we do the league double on them for the first time in the MLS history of the rivalry? Obviously, I think we only played them once as a USL club. Yes. But the first ever league double on Columbus, that'd be lovely. That'd be, if we don't win anything, bro, what? My neighbor's flush our toilet is very loud down here. If we don't win anything this season, I'll be upset. But a nice little consolation prize, do the league double on the crew, that'd be nice. Obviously, I want trophies first, though, first and foremost. But that could be a cheeky little league double. And then after that, the dates for those games. The Montreal game is this Saturday. Hell is Real is the following. Yes, wait. The Hell is Real game is September 14th, according to my notes here. I was very rushed on my notes today because I got in late and I had to hang up that flag over there. Oh, you can't even see it. You can't even enjoy my flag. But it's a Ronaldo 2014 Real Madrid flag. Anyways. Let's read some of the comments. No Lucho Yedlin. What was that a reference to? Oh, I don't see us winning without Lucho or Yedlin. Oh shoot, you're so right. You're so right. You're so right. Oh, I forgot Lucho got the. We were very disgruntled about that. We were very disgruntled about that over on the watch along this evening, and at first I was very, very upset. But then I was like, I thought about it. It's better that Lucho just got the suspension out of the way now, so that for Hell is Real, he will be here for Hell is Real. You know what I'm saying? Like, the foul was ridiculous. That is not a yellow. It shouldn't have even been a foul on Lucho. But at least looking at the bright side, he got the yellow card suspension out of the way. That way in Montreal or at TQL next weekend, it's not a risk. It's like, ooh, hold your breath for Lucho to not get a yellow. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm not fuming about it. But no Yedlin, though. That hurts. Anyways, what was I looking up? I got severely sidetracked. I have no idea. Gosh dang it. I literally have no idea. I spent too much time in the sun today. Anyways. Okay. I really don't have that much else, guys. Quite frankly, I don't have that much else. And I think I think also you guys don't like talking about, hearing about, listening to post-match after a loss, especially because I don't do the in-depth stuff like the Monday show. I'm just like the reacting guy in chat, and we can all cry together here in the stream. But yeah. I don't feel good, guys. I really don't. But at the same time, I don't feel utterly defeated. We need to give it time. Give it time, and we'll get back on track. Let's look at all of it. Oh my goodness. I am underwhelmed and disappointed in team performance. Time for an exorcism. My goodness. Underwhelmed and disappointed, I think, is a fair assessment. The early stages of tonight's game, I feel we did not look sharp. We did not look ready to play. And obviously it showed because we got the only goals were in the first 6 minutes by the player that shouldn't have been on the field. But anyways, yeah, I think that's fair. It's okay to be underwhelmed and disappointed right now. But I think it's also been a really hard season. Injuries, front office. If you guys have been keeping up on the Twitter Spaces or X, whatever the freak you want to call it, this past transfer window, while it was super frustrating, they tried. They really, really tried. And I think Carter wrote about it. Carter Chapley wrote about it. Albright, it said the theme of the window is like they were kind of left at the altar quite frequently, or whatever his phrasing was. And as a GM, what can you do about that? These are just my thoughts. I don't know. It's really tough, and especially them choosing to manage Lucho's feet problem and having 2 season-ending injuries of your back line is really, really tough, especially the defensive player of the year. Unbelievable. But yeah, it's fair. The feelings we have are fair, but we can't let it overwhelm the context, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like we have to take into context this season has not been last season in the sense of injuries, transfer. Like it's just not our season. We don't have the luck on our side this season. It's not over. The MLS Cup, all to play for. But it is what it is. It is what it is. We just got to deal with it. I think Albright said something to the effect of like, you just got to like, this is the pool that we play in or whatever, in terms of like dealing with MLS and transfer and da da da. So yeah, it's just what you got to do. You can't control it. Okay, so like I've said, we're gonna look at the future very, very briefly, like the full future, the rest of the games. Montreal, Columbus, Minnesota, Nashville, LAFC, New York City FC in Orlando. 1, 2, 3 of those games are going to be very, very hard. Me personally, I'm highlighting those 3 as Columbus, Nashville, because we always play Nashville hard, and it's at Nashville, and LAFC because it's LAFC. Yeah, man, I'm not even going to try to do a point prediction on this. I don't have a clue, but that's what we're looking at. Let's look over at Inter Miami's remaining fixtures. They've also got 8. Columbus have 9. Columbus have a lot of games left. Columbus has 11 games left. Let's look at Inter Miami's games left. Inter Miami has Chicago, Philadelphia, Atlanta, New York City FC, Charlotte, Columbus, Toronto. For them, I would say Philly, a tough game. Columbus, and that's it, really. I would say Philly being a tough game was a stretch also. It's going to be a good game, but it's definitely not our 3 that we have. I think they have the easier of the reigning in terms of like vying for first. And Columbus, we'll look at Columbus real quick just because we're kind of competing for 2-3 type. They can sneak up so easily. They've got 3 games in hand and we're only ahead by 5. Fixtures. They've got, it doesn't look like they're all rescheduled. Okay. Well, anyway, all that is showing on FOTMob. Philly, at Philly, that'll be a little tough. NYCFC, Sounders, Hell is Real. Oh my goodness. Dang. Okay, they're stacking their games. That's crazy. Wow. Columbus has 1, 2, 3, 4 games before they play us. Yeah, dude. That game I think should be winnable. We only have Montreal and then Columbus. They have 4 games. Oh, that we have a bye, I guess, September 7th. So we just straight up don't have a game. That's what that is. Okay. Yeah, that's crazy. The end of the season is going to be a movie, guys. It's going to be a movie. All right. That is all I've got. Let's try to keep optimism. Like I said, lots of games left. Not necessarily for the first spot, but to secure a good spot for the playoffs, set yourself up for success. And then we just hammer time in the playoffs and we win the freaking MLS Cup. Come on. All right. Thank you everyone for joining in. Again, I try to keep the losing ones brief because who likes to hear yapping after a loss? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, thank everybody for joining in. Another comment. I expect us to tumble down the standings. The team is not built to perform with the top teams in the league. See this, LAFC, Miami. I don't know what needs to happen in the offseason, but the team's bad. I don't know. That's a bit harsh. Like I said, we got to take in the context of everything that's happened this season. It's been a tough season. And it's so incredibly difficult to replicate back-to-back Shield wins. Or back-to-back Shield seasons. But I don't know. I'm going to try to be optimistic. I hope you guys will as well. Let's go. Almost. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you came from the watch along as well, thank you for coming over to the CST channel. And I'll see you guys in a bit. It'll be a little while. What is that? The Minnesota game. Hey. All right. I'll see you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Peace.